Hey YouTube, Ben B8290 again. I'm sure you can tell by the title of this video what this is going to be, so I'll just get right to it. My new Rock Island Armory, mid-sized, 1911, 45 automatic. This is my second 1911 I've ever owned. I used to have a Springfield Armory GI 1911 with the 5-inch government barrel a couple years back. I should have kept it, but I didn't. And anyways, I've wanted a 1911 ever since. I've heard a lot of good things about these Rock Island Armory 1911s. Pete from the Armory channel did a really good review on them and gave them a lot of high praise. So I decided to pick one up. I haven't shot it yet, but I really couldn't be happier with the quality on it. I mean, for $400, this isn't bad at all. I love the parkerized finish it's got. I love the old school hammer on it rather than the skeletonized. There's nothing wrong with the skeletonized, but I prefer this one. And I actually like the grips, believe it or not, and I'm probably going to keep them. If I ever get rid of them, I'm going to buy some of the checkered original. Well, they wouldn't be original, but they would sort of mimic the original 1911 grips. And it comes with an 8-round magazine, and I think this is an ActMag. It's what it says. And these are made in Italy, and I've heard these are actually really good. One of the things that really got me into the Rock Island was Pete from the Armory channel, his review on them. And I went and checked them out a few times before and decided that, you know, I was just in the market for a 1911 and this fit the bill. You know, you don't need to spend $1,000 on a Colt or a Kimber or a Paraordnance, you know, or even upwards of $2,000-3,000 on like a Dave Wilson or a Les Baer. You know, I think these are just fine. These are just fine. It's a basic plain Jane 45 automatic, and you can't beat that. When I went and bought it, they had the full-sized one there with the 5-inch barrel. They had the mid-sized one. I think this has a 4-inch barrel. This is roughly like a Glock 19's size, I think. And then they had the compact, and the compact has a little shorter of a grip. This shares the same grip as the full-sized 5-inch barrel. And you know, I've looked at it inside and out, and it's really just a solid gun. It really is. I think that the quality on these are actually really good for what they cost compared to other 1911s. I'd put it, you know, probably close to when I had my Springfield Armory. This one I'll probably always hang on to. I don't anticipate getting rid of it. I like the original style hammer. I love the low profile. I guess I'd call them GI sights. I don't know if I'm relatively new to 1911s, so if I'm mislabeling those, somebody please tell me. When I got this guy, it was just covered in, I guess it was probably Cosmoline or maybe some kind of oil, and I imagine the reason because they don't know where the gun's being shipped to. They don't know how long it's going to sit. So, you know, when I pull it out of the box, I just had to wipe it all down, and you know, I'm very pleased with it though. I'm probably going to buy a couple more of these mags. I might buy some of the cheaper 1911 mags just to see how they work out. I'm the kind of guy that pretty much likes to go with the cheapest option that will do the job. I bought my 38 last month, and I'm really kind of not into Glocks right now. Maybe I'll be into them again. I have one, the 23 Gen 4, and it's a fine weapon. Just I'm kind of burned out on Glocks. I don't want to spend all the money for a SIG, and I already have a SIG anyways. It's a beater, but it's mine. And I decided I want to get back in the 1911s, and this is it right here. This is and I'm very pleased with it. Can't wait to shoot it. And I'm probably going to buy some tool ammo for it and see how it runs in this. A lot of people, I want to talk about the tool ammo for a minute. A lot of people are kind of naysayers about the tool ammo. My friend's got a Baikal Makarov IJ70. We shot at the range last week, and also shot it in my little 9x18 P64. And the tool ammo was just fine. It performed just fine. So, and I think like tool ammo is it's like 12 something a box at my local Walmart, and that's pretty good. For 45. 45 is not a cheap round to shoot. So, like I said, cheapest option that will do the job. And I don't know if I'll even load this with hollow points, because I was always under the impression that the 1911, being a military weapon, wasn't really designed with hollow points in mind. So, I wouldn't have a problem keeping full metal jackets in the 45. So I may just do that. I'm sure full metal jackets out of a 45 automatic will put somebody down just as quick. I wouldn't want to be shot with it. So, one of the things I noticed that's a little different from my Springfield is that my Springfield had a bushing. I had to push down like on a plunger type thing here and rotate the bushing out. And this doesn't have that, so I'm kind of thinking it might be a little easier to take down than the Springfield. And probably a little more forgiving. When I went through it inside and out, I haven't taken it apart yet, but I've really looked inside of it, and actually the feed ramp actually looks pretty good. That's one of the things I wanted to remark on, is that it's almost polished. I don't know it, but then again, it's not a Colt, so it probably isn't anything like those. I love the Parkerized finish. I actually think that the scratches and the wear that 1911s get, especially the Parkerized ones, look really kind of cool. And I think this is the perfect size too. I can't say enough about it. I really just want to go shoot it and see how it was. I didn't trade it actually. I put my Ruger 1022 Tactical on consignment, the rifle I had in my videos of when I first put them up. And the Ruger 1022 is a fine rifle, but it's just it just didn't really do much for me when I shot it. But it's a 22. Not a lot happens when you shoot 22s. I've got a Heritage Arms Rough Rider 22 that I'll always hang on to, just because it's so cheap, so I wouldn't get anything for it. So that's why I have it. And I do want to get another 22, but I want to get a Smith & Wesson J-frame 22, either the 317 or I think it's called the 43C, which is basically not a hammerless, but a concealed hammer 22. It is pretty much a 22 caliber version of the Smith & Wesson 442. So, but yeah, this is my Rock Island Armory 1911. Very pleased with it. I'll let you guys know how it shoots. I'm not going to get too comprehensive with it because I know there's tons of YouTube videos out there about this particular pistol. So that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think, and we'll see you later.